Welcome back to another video of the Los Angeles Kings franchise rebuild, episode number 25 now. And we are in the Stanley Cup Finals versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. We are looking to become back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. We had a pretty tough road to get here in the second and third round especially. So let's take a quick look at our roads to the Stanley Cup Finals for both the LA Kings and the Tampa Bay Lightning. So on the left side here, we got the LA Kings. We took down Anaheim in 4 straight, dominated them. Round 2 is also a destruction against a tough Edmonton Oilers team. As Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, Darnell Nurse, Evan Bouchard, they had a pretty good goalie. I think it was Jacob Markstrom. So they had a pretty good team, but we just creamed them. That's probably not the best expression, but we'll keep it in there. We destroyed them, dismantled them, could have went with, decimated, destroyed again, who knows. But second round was pretty easy. But in round 3, we played our toughest competition, and that was the Winnipeg Jets. We were in a battle. 7-game series. In game 7, we took it to them as we had a huge third period down. I believe it was 3-1, and crawled all the way back to take a 5-3 win in the third period. Big clutch game for us. And let's go take a look at the Tampa Bay Lightning, their road. I don't know how good they are still. I know in real life they're dominant. First round, they sweep Montreal. Round 2, they go to game 7 versus the Detroit Red Wings. They destroy the Carolina Hurricanes in round 3. And then here we are, Stanley Cup Finals. I believe they have home ice advantage. Let's see if we can take a look. We actually have home ice advantage. So that's huge. We have home ice advantage, same amount of points, but we beat them in the tiebreaker, it looks like. But let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Lightning. I don't know who they have. I have no clue, so it's going to be quite interesting. Clearly, they're still good. The Tampa Bay Lightning, oh yes. One of the best first lines I've actually ever seen in franchise mode. They got Mikko Rantanen, 93 overall, 85 points in the regular season. So far in the postseason, 22 points. He's going to be a tough player to play against. Superstar X Factor, of course. And they got Braden Point in the middle, playing with Nikita Kucherov, who is a 94 overall, 101 points, 35 points in 16 games in the playoffs. 30, let me clear my throat for this one. 35 points in 16 games, over 2 points per game, almost averaging a goal per game, more than an assist per game. He's been on fire for them. Braden Point, let's go take a look at his stats too while we're here. He has 90 points in the regular season and 29 points in the postseason so far. Their second line, they got Jakub Lacko. I love the name. Looks like a Boston Bruins prospect. 2018 third round pick. Steven Stamkos still on the squad, and Anthony Duclair. Then they got Max Jones, Jake Evans, Colin White. Fourth line, Jansen Harkins, Ivan Barbashov, and Ross Colton. Defensively, they got Mikhail Sergachev, Eric Chernak, Seamus Casey, Oliver, I think it's not how I always pronounce it. It's not Krillington, but I'm going to go with it. I don't think it's Krillington, but I'm going to go with it. Or Killington. And then Ryan Murray and Will Bouchard. And then in the nets, they still have Andre Vasilevsky at an 88 overall, superstar X Factor. I mean, looking at this team, it's scary. Okay, listen. We're not going to joke around here. Like, they're a very good team. But Mikko Rantanen, Braden Point, Nikita Kucherov, those are 3 really good players. The rest of their team isn't that strong. Like, I imagine if I look at these contracts, they're going to be outrageous. Yeah, $14 million. Braden Point's on a very good contract. I will give him that. The Point contract is fantastic. And the Kucherov contract's pretty good too. But he's going to be getting an extension this year. I imagine Stamkos going to be pretty expensive. $10 million. He's going to be getting a contract this year. Duclair's on a great contract. Maybe I was lying about the contracts. Their contracts are fantastic. Jakub Lacko, I mean, a third liner in my opinion, but 2.75 mil at 85 overall. I mean, you can't complain about that. 61 points, 16 points in the postseason, but definitely a really good team. I'm not taking anything away from them. They might have us beat on that first line. It seems like a better scoring first line, but I think the rest of the lineup, we're probably better than them. Defensively, they have I mean, Cernak and Sergachev are not bad, but I think our defense is the strongest part of our game. And obviously goaltending, they definitely have an edge there. So I'm just going to go look at our team quickly here. So edit lines here. So yeah, we got Byfield, McBain, Mishkov. McBain and Mishkov, really good scorers. Byfield's kind of that guy who does everything on the team. The star of these postseasons, though, has been this guy right here. Murat Kuznetsov. Maybe that's how you pronounce it? Is he a real person? I don't think he's a real person. When was he drafted? Minnesota. Undrafted. So this guy's an undrafted prospect. That's crazy. Matt Savoie and Braden Yeager, Rasmus Kapari, Alex Turcotte and Andrew Kopp, and finally Braden Lemieux, Raquel, and Sammy Blais. And then defensive. So this is what I mean. This is the strongest part of our team. Brant Clark, Simon Nemec, Brett Pesce, Bjork Font, Chuck, and Mikey Andersons. And then in the nets, we got Ilya Samsonov. Unfortunately, not a superstar X Factor like Vasilevsky is, but I mean, he's still very good in his own right. So I'm not upset about that, but this is going to be a series, boys. This is going to be a series. I want to take a look at these progress reports, see if anything else updated here. Modifications. So Murat, I mean, yeah, he's had some big upgrades. Let's take a look here. 1 to deking, all there. Offensive awareness +3, up to a 96. Love to see that. I want to see natural growth. Defensive awareness up to a 93. Any other natural growth? Looks like that's it for that. Discipline goes up. McBain, Yeager. I would like to see Yeager get a little bit higher. 22 years old. I mean, he's still very young, so he could definitely get better. Discipline goes up by 1. Anything else for the natural growth? Not really. It's crazy that Murat was undrafted. I just want to look at these players. Look at all the first rounders that we have on this team. So many first rounders. Kane Primo in the 7th round. That's a great pick. So many first rounders on this squad. I want to see how many top 10 picks we have, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 top 10 picks on this squad from the years 2019 to 2024. That's crazy. But let's keep it going. Let's get into this. The LA Kings versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. Can the Kings go back-to-back? We have home ice advantage. Game number 1. Let's go, boys. Who's going to be the hero? Who is going to be the hero? I'm thinking it's going to be Murat. I would like to see Mishkov get involved in the scoring a little bit. He's over a point per game, but all assists. I'm used to him scoring. But let's get into it. First period. Oof. Not a good first period. I did call upon Mishkov. He scores for us, but they get goals from Max Jones, Anthony Duclair, and Nikita Kucherov as we fall down 3-1 right away in the first period. Can we bounce back? Second period. At least they didn't score. We got to take the positives. At least they did not score. But let's get into this third period. We don't want to lose the first game on home ice, and it's not looking good as Colin White, Sergachev scores, and just like that, we got pumped for 5 goals already. We're used to being the ones who score 5. I think we're averaging something crazy like 4.5 goals per game. But game number 1 just wasn't in the books for us as we fall to the... We fall to the Tampa Bay Lightning 5-1. 3 stars. Vasilevsky first star. Sergachev and Colin White. So the worst part about that is we lose 5-1 and it wasn't even their stars who lit it up against us. That's a scary sight. Game 2. No remorse. Back into it. All right. Boys, we're in trouble here. First period, for the second straight game, we give up 3 straight first period goals. We get one from Casey, Mikko Rantanen, and Harkins. Come on, boys. Samsonov, I need you to be a bit better. Second period. Okay, we get 2. They get 1, but we get 2, which I like to see. Rasmus Kapari and Jake McBain to cut that lead in half to 4-2. So a 2-goal lead instead of a 3-goal lead. I mean, I'll take it. We can definitely score on this team, so let's get into this. Restarting it. Come on, boys. I don't even want to look. Oh, Steven Stamkos, but Kopp, he gets us back within the next minute. Yeager scores another one, and just like that, it's a 1-goal game. Come on, LA. Bail out Samsonov. Power play. Come on. Unable to capitalize on the power play. 5 minutes left here. 2. Can we have a hero? and it doesn't look like it. Tampa Bay survives the scare and holds on as we're unable to complete the comeback here, and we lose both games on home ice. Do we rethink our strategy here? Do we rethink our strategy? Let's take a look at our lines. What's not going well? Murat, you got to go up on the top line. You've been our best player. You got to go up on the top line. Kopp has been good. How's Turcotte? Turcotte, you've been terrible, but we got to keep you there. Kapari's been okay. Jagger, 18 points in 18 games. Savoie's been good. Byfield's been okay. McBain. I think we just got to throw Murat up there. I'm doing it. I'm throwing Murat up there. It's all we can do here. It's all we can do. And we're on the road now. Thankfully, throughout the regular season, we were actually a better road team than home team. So let's just not get swept here. Going down 3-0, it's almost impossible to come back from, boys. Come on, we need a quick early goal. Do not fall behind by 3 goals in the first period. Let's get into it. First period, game number 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Let's go. That's what I like to see. That is what I like to see. That first line with Murat on it. Mishkov and Jake McBain get on the board. Andrew Kopp and Sammy Blais. They get one from Locko, but up 4-1 after the first period. Like to see that. We need to continue the scoring, though. Second period, we give up 3 straight goals. Jake Evans, Steven Stamkos, and Mikko Rantanen. We thankfully regain the lead as Sammy Blais gets his second of the game, I believe. But only a 1-goal lead heading into the third period. Now a huge penalty kill to start it off. Thankfully, we're able to kill that off. And Jake McBain scores another. But Nikita Kucherov answers back right away. As this is now a 6-5 game in game number 3 of the finals here. Power play. We need a goal here. Unable to capitalize. Can we hold on? Samsonov, please. You've been terrible. Jake McBain, there it is. Completes the hat trick. First game with Murat on that first line, and they absolutely dominate. As McBain 4 points, Mishkov 3 points. And I want to see how Murat did. So LA Kings stats. So Murat only 1 assist. Only 1 assist. I'm surprised. I'm definitely surprised about that. Only 1 assist for Murat. Who doesn't play? Sammy Blais played 8 minutes and scored 2 goals. That third line, or fourth line, for as long as they played, fantastic. That's all I got to say. Who is a minus out there? Who do I got to keep watching out? Quinton Byfield, eh? It's tough. I don't really know what to do with Byfield. I feel like he's a really good player to keep around, a good supporting player. He's not going to be the guy who scores a lot, but he's definitely a good player. But that's a huge game there. To make the series 2-1 rather than 3-0, that's huge. And we're still on the road here. But as I said, we're better on the road than we are on home ice. So let's keep it up. Hopefully that first line can keep dominating for us. I'd like to see something from Turcotte come through. Or Jagger. Here we go. Another good first period. Savoie and Mishkov. So the top 2 lines really come into play now. As Mishkov gets one in front of the net. Savoie on the power play. Second period. Add another one. Asking you shall receive. Quinton Byfield gets a power play marker for the Los Angeles Kings. And we are up 3-0 heading into the third period. Really out-shooting the Lightning here. I love to see that. And finally, it looks like Samsonov has caught his cool and is ready to go. Nemec adds another goal to make it 4-0. And it looks like the shutout is broken with 6 minutes left. But as long as nothing crazy happens, we will even up the series at 2 apiece. So both teams still looking for a win on home ice. McBain, a huge game. 3 apples, 5 hits. Matvei Mishkov, 2 points, 1 hit, 1 goal, 1 assist. And we're going back to LA for the home ice advantage. Come on, boys. It's a best of 3 now. Series tied at 2-2. Can LA be the first team to win a game on home ice here? The offense has been clicking ever since we put Murat on that first line. Can we keep it up? First period, let's go. 2-1, Brandt Clark and Rasmus Kupari. I believe that's his 3rd goal so far in this simulation. So he's been playing really well for us. Anthony Duclair gets a goal for them. But it is a 2-1 lead. We're getting outshot 8-7, but we'll take the 2-1 lead. Second period, and that's an eventful period there. A power play goal for Casey, power play goal for Savoie, power play goal for Nemec. Is that his 2nd of the game? It is not. He scored last game. And then Mikko Rantanen gets one. But we are up 4-3 here. up 4-3, heading into the third period for a chance to have a 3-2 series lead and, I mean, win the Stanley Cup next game. 5-3 now. Huge penalty kill. Able to kill it off. Big goal by Andrew Kopp, by the way. Didn't shout him out there, but love to see that. They get a goal with 7 minutes left. Locko scores, and Ken Samsonov hold off the push. 1 minute left, and Quinton Byfield ices the game as we take this one 6-4. Brant Clark steps up with a 4-point game. That's what big time players do in big time games. And here it is. In our last 3 games, we scored 7, we scored 4, and we scored 6. Can we have a chance? Not on home ice, unfortunately, but I don't care if it's on home ice. Let's just win the Stanley Cup. We have a chance to win the Stanley Cup. We're going back to Tampa Bay with a 3-2 series lead, 3-game winning streak. Can we pull off 4 in a row versus the Lightning, or are we going to a game number 7? Let's close it out right here. First period, 0-0. Both offenses a little bit quiet now. Second period, who haven't I seen? Turcotte, Yager. Come on, one of you boys. Turcotte or Yager, I need a goal. Murat, I haven't seen a single goal for you. Second period, and it's going to be the Tampa Bay Lightning who break the ice as we are out shooting them 25-11, but we are down 1-0. Third period, let's get into this. Power play. Yo, I thought we killed it. Barbashev. Andrew Kopp answers back right away. There we go. Kopp's been huge. Quinton Byfield scores 2 to make it 2-2. Power play. Unable to capitalize. Oh, man, it's getting down to the wire. It looks like the next goal will win. And Quinton Byfield scores with 4 minutes left. Is that enough? Jake McBain gets one. We're hopping straight in here. We got to see it. Another Stanley Cup potentially for the LA Kings. Look at that offense. 194 defense. Oh, I'm playing too. This is great. Who do we got out there? 1 minute left in the game. Might as well play it out. I probably won't score. Hopefully. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. See you later, buddy. Let's get the first liners out here. Huge goal from Quinton Byfield there. I mean, it doesn't get much clutcher than that. Scores 2 goals in the third period, giving us a 2-goal lead. Let's just kill the rest of this game. Brant Clark, don't lose the puck, please. Murat. Matai Mishkov, do I shoot that? I really don't want to score again. I don't want it to bite me in the butt.
The Kings get a hold of the puck in the open ice.
I really don't want it to bite me in the butt, but I don't want the whistle to go.
Gains the zone through the middle.
Oh, nice move by Stammers. Too bad he's going for a hip check, baby.
A little knock on the play. Rantanen's gonna play it from
Run
the
him.
back of the cage.
I'm just trying to run people now.
The Bolts
This
have
game
the
feels
offensive
very
edge.
weird with the... Oh, okay. Let me focus up here. I cannot be the reason why we somehow choke a 2-goal lead with 1 minute left in the game. I'll never hear the end of it. Okay, let's win this face-off here. 13 seconds. Easy win there. Thank you. Nemec. No, sir. It's the Savoie. Oh, 5 seconds left. I'm still going for the monster hit. They're going to give me a call for that? Come on, you're going to make them spend the Stanley Cup celebration in the box? And now if they win a face-off, they can score? There we go. And for the second straight year, let the commentary take it away. The LA Kings are Stanley Cup champions. Once again, the dynasty has been built. Let's go.
But each one of them a little different and certainly more personal for each of these guys.
Will Butcher, Reese Colton, you guys tried. You tried, but you failed. Show us the team. There they are. Brant Clark, Brett Pesce, Braden Lemieux the bum, Mikey Anderson. I saw Matai Mishkov in there. I mean, what a team we have here for the Los Angeles Kings. That's all I got to say. Simon Nemec, Braden Yager. Handshake line. There's the man, Mishkov. Samsonov didn't play the greatest in the Stanley Cup Finals. Quinton Byfield looking to accept his second straight Stanley Cup. I wonder who the Conn Smythe Trophy should be. I think it'll end up being Murat, but he really wasn't the X factor. I thought he was going to be in the Stanley Cup Finals. Let's see here. There you go, Byfield, lead by example. Kapari's there, Lemieux, Jake McBain behind him, Caden Primo. All right, so it is Murat who is the Conn Smythe Trophy winner. His stats are definitely incorrect, but we will take a look at all the stats afterwards here. Last year, I believe it was Mishkov who won the Conn Smythe. But here's the big one, the one everyone cares about. And where is he? My handsome double, captain of the squad. 2 huge goals in the third period. Come get the Stanley Cup that's floating on something. Quinton Byfield.
Coming to collect the Stanley Cup. I can't even imagine the emotion that's coursing through him right now. All this work, all those years, and it's going to be culminated by holding the Stanley Cup over your head.
We are the champions.
Oh, they get to take the tour with the championship. I can't even imagine what that feeling must be like.
What an amazing accomplishment to win, and it must be such relief to get your hands on the trophy to realize this is it. This is what I played for.
Of the world. How'd you like that little single there? A little solo. Who's this? Jake McBain, yeah, stud. Stud, but I'm going to hold the skip. We've seen this before. Let's get out of it. Back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. We deserved it. Look at that. 37 shots to 22. Almost blew the lead in there like the Toronto Maple Leafs. It happens, though. But there it is. Let me get the notification. The New York Islanders fire their head coach. And there it is. The LA Kings are once again Stanley Cup champions. Let's see this here. Ottawa 15-5. Like to see that. Hopefully it happens in real life too. But we're obviously not going to be there. We're going to have the last pick in the first round. I believe we traded our first round pick though. Few retired players. Patty Kane calls it a career. Nick Backstrom. Patrice Bergeron. Claude Giroux. Ryan O'Reilly and Erik Karlsson. Any players from the Kings? I absolutely doubt it. LA. There they are. And no players from the LA Kings. Call it a quits here. Chris Tanev. Continue simming. And I just want to see the awards here before I end it off. So let's go to stats. My biceps twitching of excitement. Awards. So back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. The LA Kings. Love to see that. Individual awards. So Matvei Mishkov wins the Art Ross Trophy, the Hart Trophy. Quinn Hughes, Kent Johnson. Conn Smythe goes to Murat, Vezina, William M. Jennings, Romanov. Anything else? Ted Lindsay, also to Mishkov. Maurice Rocker-Richard, also to Mishkov. So Mishkov cleaned up this year. Mishkov absolutely dominated this year. But before we end it, last thing we got to do is check the stats. So Murat leads the way, 30 points. I mean, McBain was right there. He had a great Stanley Cup Finals. Mishkov as well. Savoie, 29. Byfield, 22. Yager, 21. Nemec, 17. Kopp was probably the MVP. For someone his caliber to put up 15 points in 22 games, that was huge. He scored so many goals in retaliation after someone scored on us. Brant Clark, Kapari, Turcotte, absolutely useless. Even a -2. Yeah, Turcotte's time is over here, unfortunately for him. Mateychuk, Bjorkstrand, Mikey Anderson. Turcotte was the only minus player on our team? Okay, no. So Nemec and Turcotte. All right. Love to see it. Back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. Thank you for watching. And I think it's time that we start thinking also about another franchise mode. So let me know who you guys think in the comments below. We'll probably play a couple more seasons. I haven't decided yet, but let's see what we can do. What do we want to do next? And as always, thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Cheers.